So I'm going to take a derivative of this at x equals 2. All right, so let's take the derivatives. So do you see right here we have a product rule? So if you see that product rule there, so here we go. That's going to be y prime times x squared plus y times 2x. Okay, then the derivative of y is just y prime. Then the derivative of 6x is just 6. So we have just taken the derivative of this. All right? I could clean this up, but I'm not going to. Whenever you take a derivative at a point or at a number, you don't need to clean it up. It's actually, I think, easier and not needing to waste the time cleaning it up. Watch. I need to plug in my points. Now, the problem is I have an x, but don't I also have a y? Wait. I could plug my x in, but I have a y. What do I do? Here's what you do. You go back to the original, plug in 2. Can you find y? Go back to the original, and I'm going to plug in 2 and get y. So watch this. My original function is y x squared minus y equals 6x. And aren't we plugging in 2 for x? Isn't 2 equal to x? So can I plug in my x? Now can I solve for y? So watch this. I have 4y, oops, not equals, minus y equals 12. Isn't that 3y equals 12? Divide by 3. Isn't that y equals 4? So isn't there a coordinate technically 2, 4? Aren't I really checking the coordinate 2, 4? That is the coordinate I'm at. It's actually at a coordinate 2, 4. Not just 2, but 2, 4, because I need my y and x to plug in. I need both. Okay, so let's plug it in. So y prime times, this y prime times blank squared plus y 2 times blank minus y prime equals 6. So if we think it through, my x's are 2's. So my x's are 2's, and my y was 4. Again, wasn't my x 2, and my y is 4. Now can you see how you can get y prime by itself? Can you see how y prime is going to appear? This gives you 4y prime plus, this gives you what, 2 times 4, which is 16, minus y prime equals 6. If we combine these, doesn't that give you 3y prime plus 16 equals 6? Minus the 16 over, I now have 3y prime equals negative 10. Divide by 3, and y prime equals negative 10 over 3. Let's get that 10 to look a little better. That would be the derivative, the slope, at 2, 4. The coordinate's 2, 4. That's the slope there, which is the derivative at 2. So write the equation of the line for the line tangent to this graph at 1, 2. So to find an equation of a tangent line, basically, don't we need the slope at this point? So we already have the point, so we're halfway there. Not halfway, we're partially there. We now got to take the derivative and find it at 1, 2, and then we got our tangent line coming up. So let's take the derivative. The derivative of y is y prime plus, this is a product rule, so if we're going to product rule that, be careful. There's a plus here, but I still like to put a big parenthesis, which maybe we should just put a bracket. Let's put a bracket to keep itself better. So the derivative of 2, x squared is 2x, leave the y, plus leave the x squared, take the derivative of y. All right, there we go. And then the derivative left is just, there's an equal sign, and 5 is 0, so wouldn't that just be negative 1? Because this is 0 and this is negative 1. So that right there is my derivative. Now, like I said in other problems, didn't I say don't clean these up? Whenever you have a point, don't clean it up. It's kind of wasting time, unless it helps you. I like to, when I have a point, to just plug it in as is, and then solve for y prime. I think it's easier. You might feel differently. You can do whatever you want on that, whatever works for you. So let's plug in x and y. So I have y prime plus, all right, 2 times x is 1, times y, which is 2, plus x squared, which is 1 squared, times y prime, we'll come back to that, equals negative 1. So let's clean this up. What do we have here? Y prime plus, this right here becomes 4 plus, looks like just y prime, equals -1. So let's think about that. This bracket doesn't mean anything because that's a plus. Because that's a plus, this bracket's going to drop. Now, if that was a minus, should you distribute the negative? Yes. But since that's just a plus in front, there's no number in front, we can drop it. So if we clean that up, what we technically have is, don't we just combine those to be 2y prime plus 4 equals -1. All right, so we minus the 4. So I now have 2y prime equals -5. Divide by 2. So y prime equals -5 over 2. I'm not done. I want my tangent line. So this is just my slope. So my tangent line is going to be y minus y equals the slope times x minus x. That would be the equation of the tangent line, xy slope.